state of emergency that we've got going on now. So it's all good. Funny, I got my own notification popping up saying like, hey, I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. Oh, what's this? Oh, cool. He's got, well, besides all the stickers, yeah, it looks like they're keeping it comfortable because he's got like thermal blanket on the back to kind of keep the heat out. I think it's because him and his dogs be traveling. That's good. Hey, wait a second. Did they... It's like they took down the signs for the 120 zone. This is supposed to be 120 kilometers an hour. Oh no, we're locked down to 80-ish. Everybody's making room for that guy merging. That's nice. See, that's what it is. Give way. Drive safe, guys. I got the little dairy farm here, though. I always recirculate the vent. If you guys ever driven by Bakersfield, with all those cow towns, it's basically like this section right here by Hamamatsu. There's some tea farms over here, too. It's Kakegawa, which seems to be a nice area. Haven't really had time to explore. But if you have any messages, just let me know and I'll see the notifications. I'm just gonna relax and take it easy. Maybe I'll put on some tunes here. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, that's not it. I was gonna use it on the computer, but this Initial D. I think it is. Oh no, it's not. Is this a hardware one? Or a hardcore one? Oh hey! What is this one? Oh! Actually gonna go switch that up. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, like I've been using most of the Jabolic stuff now. It's not Joe-bolic, it's Jabolic. If you ever seen like Jablinski games, well, I'm actually a ski, and just go by Jabolic. Yeah, I tried to pick up when you called. I hit the speaker thing, but it didn't connect, so I'm hoping the signal stays good. Woohoo! And interestingly enough, I have all my cameras on automatic. Like, oh, this is Blitztail. Alright, this is cool. I don't know if it'll flag, but whatever. Go YouTube. Bring it. Yeah, I'm in Shizuoka Prefecture, probably about an hour from the Fuji area, so I mean, you can kind of just keep it in the background if you like. I'll be here. Yeah, glad that you can see me on Twitch, because like Restream is having problems with Twitch. YouTube should be okay, but I think the quality's better on Twitch. And then Mixer is kind of mixed. Yeah. Actually, if I do low latency, it's pretty good on Mixer, honestly. It looks like, yeah, my inverter's still freaking out. I might get a beefier one just because it... Or get a different laptop later on. In the future. Like, this is experimental right now, man. Oh my god, so pretty much it was just rejecting you? Oh, that's right. Actually, I'm still under, I believe I'm still under Totoro Fusion, like they still have it reserved for a little bit before everything completely goes Jabolic. Jabolic! I mean, I could have just called it Gopnik Gaming, but, yeah. Alright, let me go switch the audio here. I think you might remember this when you were in Tokyo also. Oh, by the way, how's the quality in general? Is it like relatively decent? I got everything on automatic, so I don't know. Oh, not this one. Surprisingly, I got the AC going. Nope, not that one. Here it is, Kakegawa parking area. Just waiting to get around these trucks there. What is going on? What? It's like I'm completely missing that. Oh, it did get clear? Okay. Yeah, I could probably raise the bitrate a little bit more. I got like it's like a 2-mile long tunnel here, but we got the Initial D music there. It's like 4.5 kilometers, so yeah, it's about 2 miles. Just to, like 2.5 miles. What's that behind me? Oh, thanks for the stash. Yeah, this is. Yeah, right now I'm going with my apocalypse look, so when I put my hair down, it just looks like that, you know, it's been about a few months since I've seen Civilization. But, yeah. That's kind of why you guys saw my Instagram, where it looks like Johnny Depp. Well, I look like Johnny Depp, which is funny, because it's no relation, but yeah. Oh, good. Well, glad you're stopping by. Yeah, just, you can put it off to the side or something if you want to just see where I'm at. And then you can keep watching Kaguya. We're probably about an hour right now from Fuji. Oh. I just turned that down a little bit. Yeah, it'll be about an hour until Fuji-san. Because, I'm like midway through Shizuoka Prefecture right now. So, yeah, once I get closer to like Shizuoka City, Fuji City, all that, we'll start getting views of Mount Fuji from the front cam. I'm pretty happy with this setup. Like, oh, there goes my cam. All right, I'm drinking it, whatever. Yeah, this is still kind of experimental though. I've adjusted the rates, I've done different things, and it's I think the quality is pretty good. Like, this is what I want to do at nighttime driving later. The only downside though is like the computing horsepower, because some people will use a special device for live streaming like this, and for me, I'm just throwing the laptop on the side and streaming that way. I'm hoping that the battery doesn't die before Fuji. But we're just gonna keep going until it dies, so. Oh yeah, you didn't see this earlier. This is the Japan Cola. It's the Pepsi Zero Japan edition. It has a couple mixes of flavors in there. It's, you know, Beppis right here. Oh yeah, obviously. I figured it would definitely be better when you're not in the tunnel. Or when I'm not in the tunnel. Even though, like, I have solid signal most of the way, there's just like, yeah, there's possible little skips. It's one of those things where I'm thinking, once the state of emergency is over, like whenever I'm in Tokyo again, I'll probably do some video like this. Or if I can get gas money donated later on, I'll definitely go on a few more drives. Yeah, so, oh yeah, I don't know if you tried this when you were here. This is like the Zero version. There it is, see. So we're about 20 some miles. So yeah, I guess at about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, we should see Mount Fuji. All right, we got 5 tunnels in a row. Hold on to your butts. Yeah, I think between here and Mount Fuji, there's at least like 15 tunnels. Yeah, this one's about 3/4 mile. Man, these guys are going super fast. Oh, nice. Barrel-aged stout, that sounds really good. Yeah, actually a good stout is awesome. Always good to have. Remember to enjoy responsibly. Oh, whiskey barrel. Oh, sorry. I thought you were having whiskey and barrel. Yeah, whiskey barrel aged stout. That's pretty cool. I've heard of a number of drinks where they brew it and then age it inside, you know, previously used barrels, and they got some really cool flavors out of it. That's definitely what I'm hoping for. I was hoping to actually pick up some before all this craziness happened, but I haven't brewed in a very long time. Man, all these trucks trying to pass up each other. Slowing us down, man. Yeah, hi Mom, how's it going? Oh yeah, these tunnels are pretty cool. Right now, they've been widening it, so that's why like the right lane is closed right now. Used to be 2 lane, now it's all 3 lanes. So I'm like, woohoo, 3 lanes! I can go faster. Oh wow, 11.8. That's pretty strong, yeah. Like even I think one of the strongest. Like I made an Imperial Stout before, or Russian Imperial Stout. I think I got it around 10 or 11% after, you know, the final brew, which is really high. You need a lot of sugar to get that yeast to work with all the nutrients. But I made it hopless, so I forget what I used. I'll have to look at my previous recipes, but yeah, like I actually adapted it so I was using some other bittering agent. So it's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, that Suntory whiskey. I actually got some at home. Like after things started to get a little bit more, couldn't go out as much. I just, you know, enjoy a shot, enjoy some snacks, enjoy some other drinks, play some games. It was good. Actually, that's where like now I finally leveled up on, oh, yesterday, or I think this whole weekend is double experience on Warzone. So if you guys are playing Warzone, level up. Some basic matches that me and my friend were playing, we were getting like on average around 10,000 experience, which was like, usually we get half that because we didn't live that long. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you guys got some Suntory, it's a good option. Their premium stuff is definitely good, but you also have to pay a pretty good premium over there to get it. Like over here, I'll pay like 20 to 30 bucks maybe for like the older stuff, but yeah, for you guys, it's not as easy. Oh, milk stouts I've never had. That I'm curious about. Definitely. Alright, so we're near a place called Fujieda, which is close to Shizuoka. We're probably like 10 or 15 miles from there, so yeah. Good times. Man, I would really like to do some Tokyo streams though. Not sure if you guys can see, like on the left corner, there's some like tea farms here, and then there's more wall barriers. Yeah, Shizuoka is very famous for tea production. I know a lot of people know about Kyoto and their famous old teas, but Shizuoka makes a lot of the common green teas that are they're really good. Oh, zoom spying, yeah. Yeah, watch out for your information. I know they fixed a lot of those things, but it's kind of like, you know, man. Right there. There we go. That's nice. Okay. Oh yeah, I see the cameras right there, guys. Woo! Ain't gonna touch this. Because I'm going around the speed limit, buddy. Zoom spying on your gaming, huh? Esports, brah. Oh, I actually polished the car last week, so I'm really glad I got the water stains out. If you guys don't have a motorized polisher, I highly recommend you get a motorized polisher for like 20, 30 bucks if you can. Just cheap one, basic, get that going with some wax. Get a little bit of that polishing agent in there, wax it up. So good. I'm kind of wondering what you had over in Nagasaki though, by the way, because there are a lot of fine whiskeys here. Interestingly enough, so there's sochu or soju in Korea. Sochu is it's kind of made in a similar way to well, kind of like whiskey, except you're using sweet potatoes and rice and other grains as a base instead of your you know, wheat and barley and stuff like that. But you do distill it and then you age it in a pot. So they actually use clay pots which do the filtering. So it comes out a little bit more clear. It's probably a little bit more closer to American Shine if you like store it or filter it. Kind of like filtered vodka. But the other good sochus are the ones that are more like whiskey and different American shines where they actually carry over kind of more, I guess it would be Scottish style whiskeys, where they carry over more of the flavors instead of purifying it more in the distillation process. Interesting flavors though, and also very high content as well. Like your typical cheap sojus and whiskeys, they'll be like 20 to 40%, but like a lot of these really good ones go well above 50-60%. Oh yeah, definitely wash your cars in. Yes, Michael, there are lots of mountains here. What's interesting though is if you head up these roads, like there's some valleys that go this way, you can get up to Nagano and kind of like the back way to Yamanashi Prefecture. So if you look at a map, I'm actually close to Shizuoka parking area or service area, 6 kilometers, so about 4 miles. So if you look at the Shin-Tome, that's where I'm at. Yeah, I mean, if you know these things, you obviously know that. I mean, that's why anybody that's been over here in Japan, like, it's kind of popular around the circles of tourists and expats, where they're like, oh yeah, you guys get your chuhais, because shochu or shoju is actually the base for all that. And then that's how they mix in the different flavors with it. So you'll have an easily 10% to 15% drink, which still tastes so good and smooth that, yeah, that gets dangerous for a lot of people. Yeah, it's a soju slash sochu is definitely used in chuhais. Yeah, so sochu is the Japanese version and shoju is the Korean one, I think. I have to double check. But that's why it's very popular over in Kyushu in the western part of Japan, is because a lot of that was done in that area. I think the distillation process, like historically, was brought over by the Dutch. So because traditionally, you would make wines out of rice here, and of course in the farther west you would have wines made out of grapes and fruits and stuff like that. So over here, like, once they started to be able to make, distilled products, like, that totally changed the game forever. That's starting in like the 1600s or something like that. It's really cool. Oh yeah, in Switzerland. Yeah, a lot of the mountains and tunnels, like, it's very smooth and very, like, just rolling through these areas, so very nice. The old highway, like, I'm on the Shin-Tome. If we went on the regular Tome, there's not many tunnels, like, until I get near Fuji and, like, going to Gotemba, Hakone area. But, like, in this one, they basically designed it to cut through all the mountains. That's kind of like the new maglev that's coming out in about 10 years. That about 2027, 2028 is when it's going to open, and that basically cuts through all the mountains between Tokyo. It's like 70 or 80% of the track is underground, so that's why it'll be only 40 or 45 minutes from Tokyo to Nagoya. You guys are the tanks. Yeah, I do remember Chris May having that history of, yeah, basically the heavyweights for sure, because everyone else in the family cannot drink like anything else. I guess that's the one thing most of the family doesn't really realize, that, well, see, I don't drink much, but I can drink. But it's like, it doesn't hit me the same way because, our Polish genes. And there's that guy deciding to last second, exit. It's like, come on, dude. Yeah, those chuhais, a lot of people gotta watch out. It definitely sneaks up on you. Oh, yeah, the soju. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, you can get it more straight and like maybe slightly mixed, but yeah, with a cucumber, lime, and then of course there's like, they basically have them just like Slurpees, where you can get them in any fruit flavor you want, and they're delicious. Like, my favorite is actually the umeshu soda. It's basically plum wine, which is also made of sochu also. So plum wine is actually, what do they call those, cordials or something like that? You know, the ones where you put fruits and then you pour in some sort of alcohol, usually vodka or something, and then it like filters it out and then the fruit flavors come out. Basically umeshu is the same thing, you know, where they put rock sugar with plums, and then you pour in the sochu and let it soak for a couple of weeks, and it's fucking amazing. It's just oh, pardon my French, I'm trying to keep this a teen channel. But oh yeah, it is just so smooth. You'll get blasted, so be careful about that. Also, if you buy choya is actually the same thing. It's just in ready-made format, but you can make this at home, and it's really cheap because of you know, you just throw it in a jar and wait a couple of weeks. It's really, really, really delicious. Oh yeah, I got my Night of Fire going. I'm actually playing it on the radio so you guys can actually hear it a little. We'll turn it back down. Oh, what do we got here? Motorcycle coming up fast. Oh, not that fast. But yeah, those crunchy roads for sure. I think this is actually one of the Initial D soundtrack CDs. I have a couple more in here. Oh yeah, Anna, Michael is, he's been over here also, actually around New Year's, so we went around Tokyo for a little bit. He was here on vacation around New Year's, so it was nice. Actually, just like after you left, he arrived. Oh, the iced latte. Ah, funny you mentioned that. I've got something in the cooler back here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I've got this bad boy right here. It's the Mount Rainier coffee, the cold brew. These are fantastic if you've never had it. Man, it's getting darker in these mountains. There we go. Oh, the speed limit's higher. It's time to go. But I got this for later. I actually stopped by the grocery store before I hit the road. Oh yeah, that fluffy coffee has been really, really popular. I didn't even bother with that, but yeah, that's been around for a bit. Oh yeah, Michael stopped around Nagoya. Yeah, too bad you weren't able to come out though. If you were able to come out around Nagoya, I could have showed you some cool spots too. But Michael was there, and we were able, actually got interviewed on the TV, but I'm not really sure if they actually used it, and I can't find the episodes. But it was fun. It was fun. I keep trying to show people that we have tacos in Nagoya because that's the most important thing we have. Felt a little bit of a breeze, huh? Some of the mountain wind, I think. And plus the road is a little... So yeah, if you guys see that 120 kilometers an hour, it's like 73 miles an hour, I think? Or 70 something? Oh yeah, I know, like, with all this lockdown stuff, it sucks. Oh yeah, that's right, the Mount Rainier, that's yours right there. That's the, it's kind of like their answer to Seattle's Best and Starbucks. Well, this came out in the 90s though, because obviously Seattle's famous for a lot of coffees, not just Starbucks. And, yeah, that even hit over here in Japan. Oh yeah, we usually don't buy instant coffee either. I'm trying to think. I do buy it like in small quantities, just because sometimes it is nice to get something faster. We actually have Boss coffees that come in like plastic bottles like this, 500 milliliters, and then has little markings on the side, so you know, you something like I don't know, like 40, 50 milliliters, and then basically coffee shots that you can mix with milk. So it's a really cool thing. It's a little latte mix. I've been getting the decaf one lately, and it's actually really good because like sometimes I still want to have a good coffee before late at night, but military habit where I'll just drink coffee any time of day messes with your sleep patterns. So yeah. Oh, carne asada. They have the different ground beef. I haven't had carne asada, but the more expensive Mexican restaurants and taco trucks do. Oh yeah, like I would usually buy the grinds, but yeah, my buddies down in Florida there were like really obsessed with the stuff, and then I was like, hey, you know, I can get some of that stuff cheaper. I got my Hario grinder, which I love. I got my Hario little spiral drip thing with the nice filters. It's great. But we also have like the 100 yen cheap one from the grocery store that I can use for like the regular things. I mean, it's just coffee, coffee, coffee all the time. Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, Doge? Yeah, that fluffy mix there, it's interesting. It's a little bit on the sweet side, so I'm not too much of a fan of that. So, but it is nice once in a while, I will admit. Yeah. Corey go brr, grinding that coffee, huh? Yeah, it's one of those things where it doesn't take very long. It's a nice quick fix. I definitely prefer that. Like nice and quick once in a while, just mix it up. But definitely like the little Boss Lattes thing, that's really awesome because it's like $2 for a 500 milliliter bottle. You've got about 9 to 10 servings, depending on how, if you want to make it a little bit more rich, you can. But it's good. Yeah, taco trucks are the greatest, man. It's just, I'm glad that we actually have them here. Oh, you do French press? Yeah. Me, I kind of do like that little pour method where I kind of like pour a little bit, let it soak in for about like 15, 20 seconds, pour in a little bit more, let it seep through. I usually get a little bit more grinds in there just to kind of give me a more rich roast flavor. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Oh yeah, for anybody stopping by, I'm driving to Tokyo, so we should be seeing Mount Fuji in about a half hour-ish, I think. We're near Shizuoka on the Shintomei. Oh yeah, espresso machine. Oh yeah, just like your buddy and his wife with that espresso machine. It would be nice to get. They're just pricey, man. I definitely would like to get those, but for now it's pretty cost effective. I know it's a bit different than over in America though, because like in America it's usually the instant stuff or you get some decent machines, but like over here it is actually cheaper for me to make it myself. Not buy the expensive machine, but you know, I got like the Boss Coffee, things like in a bottle like this, just drop a latte there, boom, good. But I would like to steam my milk and make like a really, really good blend, you know. Oh yeah, later I'll probably snap the way I got this set up now because it's a little bit different than I've done before. I got like the wires wrapped around here, got the inverter back there. I'm still worried I'm gonna lose battery pretty soon. But I got the laptop in low power mode, so I'm hoping the quality stays consistent. Oh wow, so Restream is congratulating me. I've got 100 messages, guys. Thank you, thank you. Just today, since we just started. Iced, yeah. I really do enjoy iced coffee. Actually, if Michael has the link, maybe he can send it to you or something. It's like the Japanese iced coffee thing. That was really awesome. Like I don't have that, but I would like to get that. I've never really had time to make it myself, but basically you make like a stronger brew, pour it over your coffee or ice, and it turns out really good. Clouds. I guess when I get a little closer, we should see more Mount Fuji. Usually, I can see just a bit of the top there, but not right now. Oh yeah, actually, I do have a couple of Starbucks cups that my friend sent me. Or no, I'm supposed to send to my friend. She sent me money to get her like some of the seasonal cups. She's like, "Hey John, here, PayPal. Can you get me those coffee cups?" And it's like pretty much the last time I sent was last year, but since then I've gotten a couple of cups. Usually like the fall or winter ones. I didn't get soccer ones this year, but because when she was stationed out here also, like, she would always get them. So she's like, "Hey John, can you get me those?" And I'm all like, "Got you covered." Oh wow, Stream Elements is working. That's great. Yeah, actually I do have to work on some of my overlays for doing IRL stuff, but this is just experimental, guys. I'm just watching the merging here. Oh wow, I think it reconnected, that's why. Yeah. Looks like the notifications that I'm seeing here, it's like saying, "Oh hey, you've got," yeah. It died and it came back. It might have switched between cell towers, so welcome back, guys. Oh no, only one cam. Which one, the front or the side? I'll go to the next rest stop and check it. Yeah, not sure if you guys are hearing me. You guys hear me? Not sure which camera's coming through. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're probably about a half hour, or well, maybe 20 minutes, or 10 or 20 minutes from seeing a good view of Mount Fuji. All right, it's back. That's good. Thank you very much. I wonder what's going on. Is this overheating? No, it's all right. I hope it's 60 FPS because that's what I set it to. But it's been having some hiccups. Got some Initial D soundtrack here. Yeah, so we're right by Shizuoka City and should be heading into Fuji City pretty soon. Then we'll should get a better view. Yeah, so we're really out here, guys. Shimizu parking area. Okay, we're pretty close. A lot of construction. I'm not using Streamlabs right now. Yeah, well, right now I'm actually using my laptop with two cameras plugged into the car, so it's, I think it's freaking out right now. But yeah, like, when I use Streamlabs on my camera, it overheated all the time, so, like, it just didn't work. Oh, okay, yeah, whenever I stop, I'll make sure to check. Oh, if you're curious about the setup, I've got a Sony Action Cam for the front, and right now I'm using the G8 on the side here. It's my vlogging camera and my normal photography camera, but yeah, Panasonic G8, and that's what I've got here, guys. I've got it sort of synchronized as best as I can because this is like just giving it a good test. Yeah, they're both going 60 frames a second. This Action Cam is like one of the popular ones people use for IRL streaming, like the AS300 and the X3000. They're both really good Sony action cams. Yeah, like a G6. Interestingly enough, though, a lot of people keep going with like the famous brands, like, well, I mean, Panasonic's also famous, but I mean like Sony and Canon. However, the Panasonic ones, Micro Four Thirds, it's like the underdog of streaming and vlogging. Oh, okay. Yeah,